This is the Road to the Kentucky Derby, presented by Woodford Reserve.
The $200,000 Lecomte Stakes at the Fairgrounds in New Orleans is the first of 3 Kentucky Derby preps, followed by the Risen Star and the Louisiana Derby. Joe Christopher alongside James Scully. And James, it's January. This is a time of year where we start to separate the men from the boys.
Yeah, the Road to Kentucky Derby series starts in September, but it's really the first of the year that it really gets serious.
The post-time favorite, War of Will. Now, this is a horse that showed quite a bit of class on turf. The question mark with him, based on his pedigree, could he handle a fast main track?
That was a great unknown with War of Wills, but we knew he was a talented horse coming into the race.
Now, the Sugar Bowl Stakes, a locally run 3-year-old race, but a sprint. And 2 of the horses coming out of that race were Maniwa and Hog Creek Hustle. They ran very well going 1 turn, but would that form convert around 2 turns? Another question in the Lecomte. As they headed out onto the racetrack for the Lecomte Stakes, it's War of Will and a very confident trainer in Mark Casse as the 2-1 post-time favorite.
And they're off, and the Lecomte Stakes. Wicked Indeed, Malpais is showing good speed. Tackett is right there too in the red cap. An early bid for Maniwa, who comes up on the outside. And War of Will in the hot pink is also front rank.
As they break from the starting gate, no surprise to see Malpais from post position number 2 show that natural early speed. Maniwa drawn to the far outside. Great job by Channing Hill to get him to clear out of the first turn and in a perfect pressing position.
War of Will broke alertly. Tyler Gaffalione really, I thought, got him in a great position. And it was just really a question of just keeping him like right off the lead, because it appeared he had so much horse going down the backstretch.
War of Will be wide both turns, but right there near the front with 3 furlongs to go.
When they get to the far turn, he essentially just pulled his way to the front before they got out of the bend.
It's War of Will, who's taking charge in this final Fairgrounds furlong for Tyler Gaffalione.
Maniwa taking over from Malpais as he tired, but he was just a sitting duck for War of Will. Tyler Gaffalione just could take him anytime he wanted him.
They're close to home. It's War of Will. Runs out impressively in the Lecomte, 1 by 4. Hog Creek Hustle was second, Maniwa third.
War of Will not only won the race, galloped out far in front. Tyler Gaffalione was all smiles after the race, as was trainer Mark Casse, who earlier in the day, after winning a stake race, touted War of Will as the horse to beat. He was right.
You don't see me act that way very often, and I have just the utmost respect for this horse. I think he has the potential to be a real superstar. You know, we've been thinking about the Kentucky Derby for a long time, and now we're going to think even more.
Very interested to hear what Mark Casse had to say there, not only about this win in the Lecomte, but the road to the Kentucky Derby and the potential to stay here at Fairgrounds, run in the Risen Star, and maybe the Louisiana Derby leading up.
It's still early on the road to the Kentucky Derby, but they have like a very exciting horse that looked awesome today.
Not only excited, but confident, which is a big deal on the road to the Kentucky Derby.
The Road to the Kentucky Derby has been presented by Woodford Reserve.